What's up, everybody? It's Trey Smith, one half of the Blue Bloods College Game Time podcast, back with another Razor reaction. Okay, we got a few things we need to discuss that have happened over the last day and a half or so. So before we get into it, please hit subscribe. I promise you, you won't regret it. All right, item number one, Dear Arkansas. Razorback safety, Jalen Catalon, the preseason All-American who suffered a season-ending injury and didn't play a game after the Ole Miss game this season, announced via his Twitter account Tuesday afternoon in a video beautifully titled, Dear Arkansas, that he would be returning to play one more season in a Hog uniform. This is massive news. This is huge. One, because we're coming off a weekend where we just landed a big-time transfer guy coming from LSU in Landon Jackson, who plays defensive end. He was the number 8 overall edge rusher in the country coming out of high school, and now he's coming to town, all 6'7", 270 of him. And it gives us some experience. It gives us an All-American talent. And when you watch Catalon play, like what can't the guy do? He's just an all-around playmaker. He's a ball hawk. He's a tackler. He's a hitter. He's a leader. And the reason why I think that this move will be even bigger for the Hog defense than just his talent alone is this right here. We are not done with the transfer portal. We're getting ready to take a significant hit in our linebacker room and our defensive line room. And yes, we've already brought in one big-time guy for the defensive line at defensive end. However, I'm telling you, we're going to get some more guys that fill up that linebacker room and fill up that defensive line room that can contribute immediately. Okay, they're going to be seasoned guys from the portal who can contribute immediately, and having someone like Jalen Catalon playing behind those guys is only going to help them be contributors to our defense faster. So, big time announcement today. Oh, and not to mention guys like Miles Slusher, who filled in his absence for the remainder of the season this year. How much more confident is he? How much more game reps did he get? How much more experience does he now have, where we've actually got some depth now in that safeties room? And of course, they're getting coached up by Sam Carter like no other. That, I don't know. I think our Hog defense just may be all right next season. So I'm not quite as down as I was prior to this announcement. All right, item number 2. Treylon Burks. The guy just keeps getting robbed. Robbed. The All-American robbery. So I know I'm a Hog fan and I know I'm biased, but even if you're watching this and you're not a Razorback fan, can you honestly look me in the eye and tell me that Treylon Burks is the 10th best receiver in the nation? Can you really look me in the eyes and tell me that there are 9 receivers in the country that are better than him? Give me a break. And I'm going to bring some substance to this argument. It's not just some irritated, lunatic fan that's mad that my player didn't get selected. Listen to this. So 3 receivers selected for first team, second team, third team. Treylon Burks was not one of them. However, Treylon Burks this season, not only did he have more receptions, more yards, and more touchdowns than every other receiver on the roster combined, which what that tells you is that he's the main target. Everyone knows he's the playmaker. Everyone knows this is who they're going to try and throw the ball to. Yet he still continued to make plays all season. In the competition he was playing against, listen to these numbers. Pro Football Network has ranked their 2022 NFL Draft top 10 corners. Burks played against 5 of them this season. 5 of them. NFL top 10 corners by Pro Football Network. It may have actually been 4 now that I'm thinking about it, because I think one of the guys on that list actually did not play in the game against Arkansas. And that was the dude from LSU. 3 other All-Americans, 3 other All-American secondary players Burks played against this year. And he also faced 2 top 25 passing defense this season. No other receiver that was named All-American can say that about themselves. And so it's almost like the competition these guys were playing against wasn't taken into consideration. Either that or whoever made these votes didn't watch the Razorbacks at all. I mean, you would think a guy that catches a pass and literally outruns the entire Alabama secondary, who we all know is loaded with first-round talent, you would think that guy would at least be third-team All-American, if not first-team. So I'm obviously a little, I'm obviously a little irritated about that. But I guess that's just how it goes. I felt like he got robbed from not being a Biletnikoff finalist, but now that he couldn't even make one of the 3 All-American teams, give me a break. What does the guy have to do? So, Traylon, I got your back, man. I hate it for him. And I hate it for our program because I feel like we deserve that. I feel like Burks earned that. And not to mention, I know this isn't part of the criteria, but the guy was playing hurt all season. He's just a warrior. So, item number 2, Burks was robbed. And then item number 3, let's talk real quick about the Outback Bowl. I mentioned in a video last week, I stated my case on Traylon Burks and him choosing not to play in the bowl game. And then I commented on it again in my most recent Razor reaction video about why, some more information as to why that might be. Not making this video about that at all. However, Sam Pittman did confirm one of the things that I mentioned a week ago, which was that Keytron Jackson was going to be getting a lot of those reps that Traylon Burks was used to getting. Pittman, I don't have the exact quote in front of me, but he essentially implied that Keytron would be getting, his workload would be increased. And I'm excited about this kid, guys. I mean, I am excited about this kid. And the reason why is because Keytron Jackson, he has flashes of Greg Childs to me. You know, and I hate to do that because I'm the guy when someone compares a current Razorback to a former Razorback, I'm always like, come on. I hate it when people do that. But he just does. His frame, how he plays. I'm not sure speed-wise if he's on that level. I know he was pre-injury. I'm not sure since his injury, but he may be. I'm just saying, this big body receiver, he's not Traylon Burks, okay? He's not. However, he has the potential and the ceiling to be a incredible impact player for this Razorback team. And I'm just excited, hoping that he gets a ton of reps in the bowl game so that we can really start to see what he's capable of. Now, he didn't have as productive of a freshman season that Greg Childs had as a freshman. However, Greg Childs wasn't playing behind a future first rounder like Keytron Jackson has been in Traylon Burks all season. So we saw a flash of it, I think, in the Pine Bluff game. You know, he caught his first and only touchdown as a Razorback. But I'm really looking forward to him in the bowl game, and he's kind of my player to watch just personally. Look, I still think the Hogs pound the rock and just run it down Penn State's throat. But I'm really hoping that we get to see Keytron Jackson get some action. He's definitely going to be getting a lot of reps in practice. So hopefully that will translate to that bowl game, and we'll get just a nice glimpse or a nice preview of what we can expect from this young man moving forward as he begins to step into the limelight as a premier Razorback player. All right, that's all I got. Razor reaction, it's done. Please hit subscribe if you haven't already. Those of you that have, thank you so much. I love the engagement. I love the comments. Leave me your thoughts of what you think about the things I just talked about. And let's argue with each other. Let's agree with each other. Whatever it is, you know, it's fair game. Leave it in the comments and you know I'll respond. Peace.